Straight into a tree, bruh.
What's up, y'all? Today we're gonna see how good I can get at FPV in 10 days. So about 3 months ago, I decided to get into FPV. I initially didn't even know what FPV was and happened to come across it on a random day scrolling through YouTube. Looks pretty easy. I'm a gamer. I should get the hang of it. How hard could it be? Apparently really fucking hard. So I started with the plan of hopefully being able to fly after doing about an hour a day in the sim for 10 days straight, with my sim of choice being Trip FPV. Needless to say, it was a very long 10 days. And I don't think any game outside of Rainbow Six Siege has made me so frustrated to the point that I want to throw my controller at the monitor and destroy everything in sight, but here we are. But after around 30 hours in the simulator, I started to become more confident in being able to stay in the air without looking like a complete and total idiot. And I was actually able to complete some of the race courses in a decent time while learning a few tricks along the way. And by tricks, I don't mean anything fancy at all, just your everyday power loop. So after getting acquainted with the sticks, I felt like it was time to actually look into purchasing a real FPV drone to fly and crash. Problem was, I had no idea where to start, except for the drone and those weird goggle looking things that they wear, and a radio, which is the Radio Master Boxer. Radio Sensei. Day one homie. Buy one. You'll suck a lot less. Maybe. And on my journey down that rabbit hole, things got very deep, but at this point, I'm too committed, can't turn back, so here we go. So after doing some research, I was really stuck between whether I wanted to do a tiny whoop, a starter kit, or just go straight to DJI until I saw the prices and said, fuck that. But yeah, I ended up landing on this baby right here. The SpeedyBee Master 5 V2 that currently has no DJI air unit on it because trees appear. And also, I didn't really want to get stuck within the DJI ecosystem because it's proprietary and I wouldn't be able to do things like, customize the radio or fix the drone when it breaks without having to send it into DJI, customize the props, add a GPS unit. Granted, they do come with these things. However, making modifications to them would just be a pain in the ass. So this is more fun, but mainly the price. Fuck that shit. So being that there's not really a proper way to simulate weight and wind, it took a little bit to get used to how weightless the quad felt and how responsive it was. You got the first time jitters, you're making moves, and next thing you know, wind's blowing you halfway across wherever you are. So it just took a little bit of time to maneuver and gain my confidence around all of that. So can you really go from the simulator to flying in real life within 10 days? Yes. 10 days at about an hour a day should be enough to help you get in the air and sustain yourself. Now, will you be like Mr. Steele and Alex Vanover and Joshua Barwell doing all these crazy things with the quad? Absolutely not. But you'll be able to fly. And will everything that you do in the sim translate to real life? Eventually, but it'll take some time to get used to the real life feel of the quad, and it'll take you some time to get that confidence that you have playing the game. You can crash as many times as you want in the game, but in real life, you only get a couple times before you have to shell out some cash, if you know what I'm saying. So my advice to you is to just keep at it and enjoy the experience. There's a lot to learn in this hobby, and I'm still learning as well. I'm only a few months into this. However, it's also been the most fun that I've had outside in a long time. So try not to get discouraged when you crash. Yes, when you crash, because it will happen. You will run into a tree, you will hit the ground, you will hit a branch. Hopefully you don't hit anybody, but your quad is going to meet the floor at some point. So just be prepared to fix it, be knowledgeable about the best practices when fixing it, right? Learn all about your batteries, learn all about your charging. Just really dig in and understand what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it's a very rewarding hobby. And it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of things. Why are you still here? Go fly, weirdo.